studies going on? I hope you all are doing well, okay? In the previous class, we have seen about population, is it? And various composition of population, factors affecting population, the pyramid method, different things we have seen in population, is it? And today we are going to learn a new lesson, okay? See, when we take our life, every day for different purposes, we go to different places, is it? Either for shop or market or for different, to attend the functions, okay? For different purposes, we move from place to place, okay? This movement of people from one place to another is called what? Can any one of you guess? Yeah, it is called migration.
Human migration is the physical movement by humans from one area to another, sometimes over long distances or in large groups. Streams of migration. A few facts pertaining to internal migration within the country and international migration out of the country and into the country from other countries are presented here. Spatial variation in migration. Some states like Maharashtra, Delhi, Gujarat and Haryana attract migrants from other states such as Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, etc. Uttar Pradesh and Bihar were the two states with the largest number of net migrants migrating out of the state in last decades. Causes of migration. There could be variety of reasons. These reasons can be put into two broad categories: push factors and pull factors. Push factors. These are the factors which cause people to leave their place of residence or origin. For example, not enough jobs, few opportunities, primitive conditions, famine or drought, political fear or persecution, slavery or forced labor, poor medical care, loss of wealth, natural disasters, death threats, lack of political or religious freedom, pollution, poor housing, landlord or tenant issues, bullying, discrimination, poor chances of marrying, condemned housing, war. Pull factors. These are the factors that attract people from different places. For example, job opportunities, better living conditions, political and religious freedom, enjoyment, education, better medical care, attractive climates, security, family links, industry, better chances of marrying, in India, people migrate from rural to urban areas mainly due to poverty, high population pressure on the land, lack of basic infrastructural facilities like healthcare, education, etc. Apart from these factors, natural disasters such as flood, drought, cyclonic storms, earthquake, tsunami, wars, and local conflicts also give extra push to migrate. On the other hand, there are pull factors which attract people from rural areas to cities. The most important pull factors for majority of the rural migrants to urban areas are the better opportunities for education, availability of regular work, and relatively higher wages, better health facilities, and sources of entertainment, etc.
Okay, what is it called? It is called migration. So in this class also we are going to learn about migration. Okay, why do people move from place to place? Is it this accidental thing or people do now, or it is there in the beginning of the earth itself? Okay, when we see the ancient people, they were also moved from one place to another. Okay, for different purposes. The ancient people, they moved for food and shelter to different places. Okay, in our day-to-day life also we move from place to place. These people, okay, move from different place to place. It is called migration. Okay, what is called migration? Movement of people from one place to another is called what? Migration. And when we take migration, there are two types of migration is there. Okay, one is internal and other one is external. Okay, what is the two types? There are two types, is it? One is internal, okay, another one is external. Okay, an internal migration people do within the place. Okay, they do within the place or within the country, within the village, within the cities, within the towns. Okay, external migration, when we say people move out of the place where we live. Okay, they move out of the place where we live. Okay, for example, a person moving from a particular country to another country, okay, or particular city from another city, okay, a particular village from another village. It is called what? External migration. And internal means the movement that is taking place within the place of their place where they live. Did you understand? And when we say movement, I said, is it? The movement of people from one place to another is called migration, that I told, is it? This movement can be two types. Okay, one is emigration and other one is immigration. Okay, what are the two types of movements? The two types of movements are emigration and immigration. Okay, now in the last class, in the previous class also you have studied what is emigration and what is immigration. Okay, what is emigration? Okay, what is this called? Movements of the earth. Okay, or migration. Okay, what are the two types of migration? We have learned internal and external migration. Okay, this external migration also divided into two. Okay, that is what we are learning here, emigration and immigration. Now, what is emigration? Emigration is the act of moving one's own country and going to live permanently or temporarily in another country is called what? Emigration. Okay. What is called immigration? Immigration is the act of moving a person or coming a person inside the country from another country. Okay. Here only we have learned about less population because of immigration cause population reduction. We have seen in the previous class, is it? Immigration cause overpopulation, is it? So what is immigration? A person coming to live in a new country is called what? Immigration. And when we see this migration, based on the direction, there are 4 types of migrations. Okay? How many types of migration based on the direction? There are 4 types of migration. That is, for the first one is rural to urban migration. Okay, what is the first type of migration based on the direction? Rural to urban migration. Okay, the second one is called rural to rural migration. Okay, the third act of migration is urban to urban migration. Okay, what is the third one? Urban to urban migration. And the fourth one is urban to rural migration. Okay, urban to rural migration. Okay, these are the 4 important types of migrations. Okay, what are the 4 important types of migration? The first one is rural to urban migration, second one is rural to rural migration, and the third one is urban to urban migration. Okay, and the fourth one is urban to rural migration. We will see this one by one. Okay, we will see these 4 types one by one. The first one is rural to urban migration. What is called rural to urban migration? Okay, from people moving from village to towns and cities are called rural to urban migration. Now, what for these people migrate from village to towns? Okay, people migrate from rural area to the urban areas for various needs. Okay, for example, first reason why do people move from rural to urban region or urban areas? First reason is for better job opportunities. Okay, and the second reason for better educational opportunities. And the third reason is for better healthcare services. Okay, and for better amenities where we can find in the urban areas. Okay, so people migrate from rural to urban areas. Did you understand, children? So this is the first type of migration, people moving from village to urban areas. Now, comparatively we can find the rural areas, the facilities are less. Okay, whereas in the urban region or urban areas, in the towns and cities, people get lot of facilities to live a better life or to lead a better life. That's why this kind of migration is taking place. And the second thing, we can see rural to rural migration. Okay, this also we can say external migration only. Okay, from one village to another village. What for people? What's the reason for the people to move from one village to another village? For example, in some people, they will be having their properties in another village. So people think that that area is fertile or better than this village. So what they will do, they will move from this particular village to another village where they will go and settle. And when we take the girl's life or the boy's life, due to marriage, they are happen to go in another village and settle. That also called what? Rural to rural migration. Okay. And another migration is called urban to urban migration. People move from one town and city to another towns and cities, finding better opportunities. Okay, for example, people move from Patna, Lucknow, okay, Allahabad to Delhi. Why? They think that, they find that in Delhi people get more facilities, more educational opportunities, more job opportunities, more healthcare services than the place where they live. So they will go and settle. They go and settle in Delhi. So what are the important cities where people move from? Patna, Allahabad and Lucknow. So from these cities people move to Delhi, and people living in Delhi, they like to live in a satellite area like Gurubara and Nauda. Okay, these are the two important satellite cities, okay, where people like to settle. Okay, this is called what? Urban facilities. Okay, though they get all the facilities in the towns and cities, that people also find, or they also wish to get more opportunities. Okay, the welfare services where they can get very speed or recovery, or speed facilities where they can get, where they like to settle. Okay, and another thing is urban to rural migration. Okay, when we say urban to rural migration, once upon a time people moved from rural to urban areas. Okay, now these people, they want to come back to their villages, okay, for different reasons. Okay, for different reason. Okay, they like to come back from towns and cities to the village areas to take care of their old age parents, to take care of their land and their properties, okay, to take rest. For example, after the age of their retirement, some people, they like the village atmosphere to live. So what they will do, after their retirement, they move from towns and cities to the village area to come and settle. Okay, these are the 4 important types of migration based on the direction. Okay, so in this class you have learned about what is migration, okay, and different types of migration you have seen, okay, and what is immigration and emigration you have seen. Okay, another thing, why do people migrate? Okay, some of the migration is temporary migration. Okay, for example, when we see for people migrate for their daily purposes, okay, that is called what? Temporary migration. Okay, when we say this rural and urban migration, urban to urban migration, rural to rural migration, okay, some of the people from India, they move to Canada and they settle there. Okay, so this kind of migration also taking place, okay, for finding their job opportunities. So in this class you have learned about migration. Okay, different types of migration also you have seen. What is migration? Migration is the movement of people from one place to another, or one country to another. It is called migration. So we will see other types of migration in the next class. Okay, so read your textbook now itself. Okay, understand more, and if you have any doubt you can mark it and ask me afterwards. Okay, we will see later, okay, with the same lesson in the next class. Thank you, children.